Hey, what is up guys, my name is Nord, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be showing you 10 secret and rare vehicles in the game. Now, before I get into this video, if you are new to this channel, I do recommend you hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day, and you'll always stay updated with some amazing news, tips, and tricks. But with that said, these vehicles will be across all platforms. Some of them may only be for newer versions of the game. For example, I'm showing you at number 10 the Dodo Seaplane, which will be found in the Sea Cave, which you can find just on the east side of the map, which I did show on the map earlier. Now, the Dodo Seaplane is of course an exclusive to newer versions of Grand Theft Auto 5, so unfortunately this won't be across all platforms, and I'll also make a note of which other cars won't be across all platforms as well. But with that said, a lot of these vehicles are going to be across all platforms, but only some will only be for the newer versions of the game. So coming in at number 10, we have the Dodo Seaplane. This is of course an exclusive vehicle to the game. This is the only location from what I know on where you can find this seaplane, and when you do go and collect it, you'll be asked to go in some sort of Strangers and Freaks or mission or something. So all you don't want to do is just kill off the people if you don't want to go into that mission. Or if you do end up stealing with the people around you, you may get some red dots around, so try and look out for them as well. They might come and shoot you down. But nevertheless, here is the Dodo Seaplane. It's been here since day one, and it's a great location to go and collect it from. And coming in for number 2, I'm going to be showing you the Dune Buggy, which is bodiless. Now, this one can be found in all platforms of Grand Theft Auto 5. However, they have added this into newer versions in the exact same spawn location. Now, this is something which a few people did not know about, so I decided to make a video on this location because the bodiless Dune Buggy for some reason seems to go faster, it looks a lot better, and it's just more maneuverable. I'm not too sure why, but it just feels a lot more different, like everything on it's been modified, even though it's just bodiless, and it's something which looks a lot better. Now, this is the only place you can get the bodiless Dune Buggy, and of course, yes, a lot of you guys probably did know that you could get this in the older versions of the game, but some people didn't know you could get it in newer versions. So this is 10 rare vehicles and secret vehicles, so I decided to add this to the compilation as I deemed necessary. Since part 1 I did not include it, and in part 3 I'll include some other ones as well, but this is definitely a must-have in next gen. So next up, I'm going to be showing you the Lifeguard Quad Bike. Nothing new, nothing special here, but they do have this in the newer versions of the game. A lot of you people probably did realize this as well, because it's pretty obvious. I mean, this is almost like a universal exclusive to any sort of Grand Theft Auto 5 game. It's in loads of cinematics. A lot of people love this for some reason, and it's just really maneuverable and so much fun. It's just like a quad bike, more modified, and you have so much authority with this now. Everyone will look down to you, even when you're driving to them. No, I'm only joking. But nevertheless, go and get this vehicle. It's rare. It's the only location you can find it on this beach. Maybe you'll find it in some other places, very rarely, but it spawns on this beach pretty much every single time, just next to one of the towers, whichever one the Lifeguard is on, and it's something which I do recommend getting for all platforms of the game. So this is in the newer versions, so I hope you guys do have some fun with it. And coming in next up, I'm going to be showing you a nice location to find some really rare cars, including this pickup truck. Now, this pickup truck can be found just outside the modification center in the Paleto Bay, or the Paleto Bay Customs, whatever you want to call it. You can find it outside this garage. As well as this will spawn here very, very frequently, but just around the corner in the same car park, you will find a modified vehicle of any sort of DLC type, mainly DLC vehicles. You may find 1 or 2 normal public vehicles, but you will also find a modified DLC vehicle just around the corner in one of the parking spots as well. But for some reason, they decided to add this pickup truck as one of the most frequent spawning in cars outside this customs in Paleto Bay. So if you want to get yourself a pickup truck, come over to this location in single player. This is probably the most amusing vehicle to have, because you can pick up cars, you can drag people along with it, you can just have so much fun with the pickup truck. And I'm kind of glad that the next gen versions of the game have added in pickup trucks to more locations around the map. Before, in older versions, it would literally just be inside one location, but now they've decided to spread this out a little bit. You may find 1 or 2 of these driving around the Paleto Bay area. That is pretty much the only area you can find these. If you find them anywhere else, then you're really lucky. But just offside the motorway as well, in the older locations, you will find this just down this road, just off the side of the motorway. You will find on the pickup truck location, but there's really only 2 spawn locations. Maybe you'll find one inside the impound, but apart from that, they spawn very rarely, so definitely go and check out Paleto Bay. And coming up next, I'm going to be showing you this amazing vehicle. Now, this of course is the pimp vehicle, or the gang vehicle, however you want to call it. The name will be in the bottom corner of the screen anyway. And this vehicle is so cool. I do recommend you have some sort of invincibility cheat when you go and get it, or at least a lot of backup fire, because this vehicle will be causing a lot of backlash when you do go and steal it. But nevertheless, go and get yourself this vehicle. It's the Albany Manana. It's one of the only spawn locations you can find this when it's fully modified. I believe it is the only modification location you can get for the modified Albany Manana. I can't even pronounce that name, but anyway, go and get yourself this vehicle. It is so pimped out. Even if you go into Los Santos Customs, you will notice it's already got some of the best features. Even if you haven't unlocked them, it may already have them. So get this vehicle. It's definitely a good buy. Now, this location is something I just came across because a lot of people were saying, yo, I got a Sprunk van, or I got this van or whatever, but I never really knew where the location was. So as I was driving around Paleto Bay, I came over to this location right here, and I noticed there was a different van spawn in there. So I decided to drive away, drove back, it swapped into a Sprunk van. So this is obviously a location where you can find those really cool sponsored vans, or you can find those vans you wouldn't find anywhere else. So this is once again another spawn location for some rare or secret vehicles. So here is the Sprunk van. If you want to go and get it, it's all in Paleto Bay. Paleto Bay has a lot of rare vehicles. There's a pickup truck just around that corner. I don't know why, but I saw tons of these rare vehicles when I was hunting them down. It was kind of fortunate because it saved me so much time, but nevertheless, here is one amazing location. And this is also another coincidence. The mariachi car, you will find this driving around Sandy Shores. Now, I believe this is on all platforms and single player. It's very rare to find, but occasionally you'll see it driving around or parked up in some of the parking bays or garages around the map. Now, because this vehicle is rare, people will probably shoot at you when you do steal it from them, just because the game knows it's rare as well, and it's just more difficult to get, so it makes the challenge even harder. But I'm going to quickly drive to where you can find this spawn in more frequently, which is just around the corner inside the garage. Now, in this garage, you will find a petrol station and everything, so it's usually spawned in the lot or parking bay inside the petrol station. So if you are trying to look for the mariachi car, the first bet to go to is this petrol station right here. You will usually find it parked in between here and the building, but it's all up to you whether you can find one on the road like I did, and whether you can be lucky enough to find one on the road, then you're lucky enough to do that. But nevertheless, this is a great location to go and find it, and this vehicle is a representation of the Thelma and Louise Easter egg, in which we see this jump off the cliff. Now, coming in for the next one, I'm going to be showing you the Park Ranger. Now, you can get this in Raton Canyon by getting the police on you, or you can find this at the top of the Vinewood sign, but for some reason in the newer versions, they have moved this car down to here, inside the garage underneath this house. Now, this is the Park Ranger, a very rare vehicle indeed, unless you do have the police on you inside Raton Canyon, but even, nevertheless, this will be a very hard vehicle to get. When you do have the police on you, you'll have to get the stars off you, and go and get this vehicle with tons and tons of fire support as well. So this is, once again, a very difficult vehicle to get, but nevertheless, if you do end up getting it, go over to this location, because this location will have it in spawned every single time, and it's just a sneak, go and get it, and drive away. You won't get any fire on it, you won't get anything like that. It's just a great place to get yourself the Park Ranger. And next up, come over to the terminal at night, because you will find a few rare vehicles, including this utility vehicle right here. Now, you can get this utility truck in pretty much every single form, but very rarely do you find them in this type of form. Now, if you come here at night, you will find one or two of these driving around, and this is kind of a rare vehicle. You don't really see them parked up anywhere, you just see them driving around. It just depends where you are when they are driving around. But if you come around nighttime to the terminals, you will more than likely find one of these vehicles driving around alongside a patrol car as well. So if you are looking for some rare vehicles, go get yourself into the terminals at night, and you will find utility trucks like this, and also the rare patrol car, which you will find some police or community support officers driving around. And last but not least, at number 10, we have the GoGo Space Monkey Blister. Now, this vehicle kindly sent to me by PyLove86. I'll leave this link in the description below. This vehicle can be found after completing all 50 Monkey Mosaics challenge. Now, this challenge takes roughly 5 hours, I believe, according to a few sources. I'm not too sure how fast you did this. What you're going to want to do is take pictures of every single Monkey Mosaic around the map. It's quite easy to do. What you're going to want to do is search it up on YouTube and Google as your friend. There's tons of tutorials out there. But once you do end up getting pictures of all the Monkey Mosaics, you'll then find yourself this beautiful vehicle. Now, I haven't done the challenge myself, so I don't know much about it, but I know this is the way to get it. So if you want to go and get yourself the GoGo Monkey Ballista, then this is the method to get it, and this is the car itself. So here is the 10 rare vehicles. Pretty much all of them are for single player and offline. Some of them will be for all platforms. I'm sure you guys will work that out for yourself, as I did say so as well when I did go and get these locations and stuff. And a lot of these as well are for the newer versions of the game, for example this one and the Dodo Seaplane. But if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, it does help me out, and also please consider subscribing to my channel for more Grand Theft Auto 5 content every single day. Now let me know other rare car locations in the description or the comment section below, and definitely go and check out Pilove86 for sending me in that clip at the end. But if you know any other rare car locations, let me know in the comment section below, because I'd love to do part 3 on this and show you another 10 rare and secret vehicles. Granted, some of these probably were obvious to you guys, but I had to get them in this compilation because this is 10 rare and secret vehicles. I just think it's great to get a good portfolio of all of them on my channel. So here we go, guys. I hope you do enjoy. My name is Nort, and you guys rock.